Mr. Buffalo study corner. Let's stampede to success. Hey folks, and welcome back to Mr. Buffalo's Study Corner, where we stampede into success. Now, today I've got 5 top-tier essay starters that will make your GCSE examiner think, oh, this one knows what they're doing. Starting an essay is the number one thing that most of my students struggle with. Most students in general. I wanted to make a small video, just a less than 5-minute video, to give you some examples of how you can start an essay effectively and purposefully. So, let's go. So number 1 is the bold statement. Right. This is clear, direct, it's confident, you go straight in, there's no faffing around. An example of this might be Shakespeare presents Macbeth as a man destroyed by his own ambition. It's a very bold statement. You're going to have to spend the rest of the essay proving that, but you do make it clear what you want from the very beginning. Starter number 2, the big idea hook. This shows wider thinking, some of that big brain energy. Example of this, let me give you an example to show you what I mean. Power has the ability to corrupt even the noblest of characters, and Macbeth is no exception. So I'm making the examiner think, I've made a statement, I've attached something from the play into it. We can use it for other things like A Christmas Carol, etc. But I'm using Macbeth to frame it. We're making now the examiner think, okay, great, I'm hooked. Number 3 is the juicy question. Now, cast your mind back to doing your persuasive writing. Perhaps you did it in year 9, perhaps you've just done it again in year 10. But persuasive writing, you start with learning De Forest, and you're very centered around rhetorical questions. In fact, one of the ideas to hook your audience is using a rhetorical question. It's no different. Use a rhetorical question to hook in the person, to hook in the examiner. Start with a question and then follow it with your take. So for example, what happens when loyalty turns into betrayal? Hooked, juicy. Number 4, the context drop. This is for those of you that are the historians in your classes, the ones who love to drop historical or contextual facts. Straight in with context, it's clean, it's clever. If it's something that you identify with, you like to link your literature to historical or social context, great approach for you. An example might be, written in the early 1600s, Macbeth reflects Jacobean fears about kingship and treason. And then you can link that to the divine right of kings. You can link that to God and the connection that God had to the monarchy, and still does, actually, given the Church of England. Number 5, I don't like to do this one very much, but examiners do like it. They do accept it. It is considered to be a positive approach. And that is the quote opener. Now, that's leading with a quote from the very beginning of the play, of the analysis. So you might start with something like, vaulting ambition, Shakespeare's warning that ambition can be deadly. So you've gone straight in with a quote from the text. Who does this work for? Specifically works for people who struggle to remember quotes, because you're immediately getting that quote that's floating around in your head down on paper. It really does help for those students who struggle to keep the memory going there. So just slam it down on the paper and then it's there ready and you can move on from there. So there you have the top 5 essay starters to get you going in your GCSEs, particularly English literature specifically. Whatever you do, however, please avoid saying something like, in this essay, I'm going to talk about, it's not appropriate, it doesn't fit the register, it doesn't fit the form, and you will lose marks for it. It's more a cry for help than it is an analytical essay. Okay, so drop a comment with what your favorite starter is, if it's in the video, or drop a comment about how you like to start your essays too, if it's different to what I've said. Or tell me about the worst exam you've ever had. Put that down in the comments too. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, stampede into success, one sentence at a time. Keep charging forward.